tell me about these two quarterbacks. Let's talk about Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza spent 3 years at Cal. He didn't get recruited from the University of Miami. I don't know why they didn't recruit him. He said he used to walk to the campus. He lived right up the street. Yeah, he could walk to the campus. How do you allow a kid like that to get out of town, out of Dodge City, to go west, first and foremost?
Well, they was distracted, man, and he loved the city so much. I don't even think he really wanted to leave. He inspired to be a hurricane, and I don't know how he managed to wind up in Cal, but fate brought him to a position where now he's a Heisman Trophy winner.
For sure.
What a good story, man. And
it is.
Now he's playing a national championship, because we mauled his ass last year. I mean, he was about to cry.
Yeah, when Cal got beat, when Miami came back on him with Cam Ward. Yeah.
He played his rear end off, and he came up short, and he was devastated. But, man, it's amazing. And I listened to him today speak about how glad he is to be back in the city that he loved, and he played his high school ball here, and he grew up here. So it's got a lot of sentimental things embarked on this game. So it means a lot to his family, him, the town over there, the school at Columbus High School where he went. I mean, to see these former players come back on a big stage like this, it's got to be a dream come true for these kids to be on such a high plateau for them to win a national championship. And he already won the Heisman, so he's just going to add to it just to be in this game as a national championship. The only thing is, I love his story, but I want his ass to lose on the 19th.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see which quarterback plays better in this game, him or Carson Beck. I'm putting my money on Carson Beck, because this is Carson Beck's moment as well. Just like I spoke to Mark Fletcher, Carson Beck could really rise his stock if he take over this game and he plays like a pro in this game, like he did in this last one against Mississippi. I thought he did fairly well. I thought that last run that he took and started running, he wasn't scared. That's the good thing I like about Carson Beck. He was a little timid when I first saw him play, but he wasn't scared this year to take off and start running. And he doesn't seem like he slides. I mean, he takes off to try to get the first down. If it's a first down needed, he's going to try to take on the tackle and go over the line to get the first down. And I'm very proud of him for that. But since we mentioned Fernando Mendoza's coming home, he's coming home to a home crowd. They're going to be huge. It's going to be a huge following there for Fernando Mendoza. And his family is just, they're a top-notch family. The whole Mendoza family is just the class personified. The father, the mother, he's got two brothers. His younger brother played for Indiana. I'll probably be starting next year. And I'm really happy for Fernando Mendoza. But this is time for Carson Beck to shine. Carson Beck, this is time for you to shine. Because if you don't shine, you won't be remembered like you would if you take over this game and be a part of that Miami quarterbacks fraternity. Yeah. You could join that fraternity. You didn't win the Heisman, but you could join that fraternity over the national championship. Yeah. This team in position to win the national championship, I can promise you he will go down in lore forever remembered as one of the top quarterbacks that Miami had to come through there, because we haven't had one, right?
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Other than Cam Ward. Cam Ward is the difference, right? Because we just had him over a year ago. Yeah. But before Cam Ward, we didn't really have anybody that stepped in and just took over. So this is Carson Beck's moment to take over, you know.
It's been the rocky for quarterbacks at the University of Miami because there was no stability, even with Beck. Beck came for 1 year, Ward came for 1 year. But the difference between this thing with Beck and one thing I, severely admire about him is the fact that he had an injury in surgery in his shoulder where they didn't even think he'll play again. And just last year when he came down, I met some of the former alumni and fans was out hanging out in Miami, and I teased them about having Beck here, and it was like, oh man, we're glad to get rid of him, man. He's no good. He's all injured, and guess what, man? He's living up to the expectations of a superstar.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Man, we love him, man, and he's doing all the right things, man. He's doing things on and off the field. That's something to admire. But this is his moment, DC, and if we win this thing, boy, he's gonna be embarking on something where he's probably gonna get drafted #1